So let's talk about commission, right? One of the biggest questions is, will you lower your commission? And the answer is no, hopefully. But commission's not really as important as you think it is. Number one important thing is how much money you're netting. The reason why you worry about commission, because you want to keep more money for yourself, which of course you deserve to. But at the same time, if not paying the commission gets you less money in your pocket, then you paid just to not have somebody have commission. That doesn't make any sense. If you can pay commission and get more money, or not pay a commission and after your costs, less money, what's the point? The commission that the agent takes should be paid in a way that gets you more money. Their working for you should get you 9, 10, 15% more than if they did it. If that agent isn't doing that for you, then they're a waste of money. You might as well not pay the commission. What determines the price? Supply and demand, duh. What is supply and demand? Supply, number of homes to sell, right? Demand, how many buyers looking for homes? Everybody wants a home. So then we got to factor in the buyer's buying power, which is the economy. There you go. Supply, demand, the market. That means that me, you, and not any other agents or anybody, no specific person controls the prices. The market controls the price. Remember that. We don't control it, the market does. But we can employ strategies to help you manipulate the market in a way where you get the most money or where you pay a little bit less. Appreciation, what is it? Appreciation is the value increase of your home just by you having it, just because of the increase of the market. So what is the average appreciation? 3% per year. Now in this market, it's been like 10, 15, 20% if you're in LA. Not normal, really. It's crazy, but if you bought a home 10 years ago, you still got it, you're happy now. But, I always say sell high, not low. You want to sell high, buy low, right? How do you calculate cap rate, and what is cap rate? Okay, well, what is cap rate? Cap rate it's a measure of showing you how the property is cash flowing, supposedly. Although there's some flaws with it. For example, if you have $100,000 in rents, total rents in the property, at a 10% cap rate, that means the property is selling for $1 million. That same $100,000 in rents at a 5% cap rate, the property is selling for $2 million. Does that make sense? So when you're looking for homes with higher cap rates, you're basically asking them to have a lower price, with the rents to be closer to the price, right? So in theory, higher cap rate means better deal. In theory, not always the case though. What is cash on cash return? Cash on cash return is the return you're getting based off the cash you put in. But there's some tricks. You always want to put it as if you're putting 20% down, even if you only put down 5%. Example, home is $1 million, right? 20% down means you spent what, $200,000 plus the closing costs, because that matters. So that's your cash. The down payment plus the closing costs, right? If you have a 10% cash on cash return, what does that look like? That means you're making $20-something thousand per year off that, even though you have $1 million property, correct? Does that make sense? The way that works is if you get an investment property where you have tenants that give you a 10% cash on cash return, they're paying down the equity every year. Say your equity is $800,000, starts off your mortgage is $800,000. They're paying that down every year. In addition, your home is appreciating, right? In addition, you're getting that cash flow from that cash that the buyers are paying every month to you in rents. What does that look like in 10 years? In 10 years, you've made $200,000 off the cash. Let's say your mortgage balance went from $800,000 to $600,000, so you get $200,000 more value for yourself from the tenants paying rent, not you, so that's $400,000. Let's say that it appreciated another $200,000. You've made $600,000 in 10 years, and all you did was put down $200,000 at the beginning. Good deal to me, right? So make sure you get with an agent that knows how to find you properties with a good cash on cash return. What is wholesaling? People always ask me, what is wholesaling? They don't know. I don't do any wholesaling, and I really don't work with people who do wholesaling, because that's not where I come in, but I'll explain wholesaling anyway. Wholesaling is when somebody goes to a seller and says, hey man, here's an offer, I'll attach the proof of funds within 7 days, and I'll give you this lowball offer. So then they take this lowball offer that the desperate seller accepts, and then they go to an investor and say, hey man, I have this cheap offer. You want to buy it, and the investor will pay them an assignment fee. Assignment means transfer. The investor will pay them an assignment fee. Now the investor has a contract, and then he completes the deal, puts the proof of funds in there, and closes as normal. So that's what wholesaling is. Doesn't work for me because if I find a desperate seller, I have programs that I can do for them, like give them 80% of their equity up front, in addition to 20% of the rest of the 20% once we sell the home and whatever we make over the asking price. Of course, doing that, the lender that I work with will charge a fee for it. There's no reason for anyone to wholesale when they have an agent like me that'll help them get them the most money. What is an appraisal? An appraisal is when a man comes out, he checks the value of your home. He looks at recently sold homes that has sold in your neighborhood, and he comes up with a value based on that of your home, based on what you have and they don't have, and what they have and you don't have. Features and benefits, right? But that's what an appraiser is. He says this is the value of your home, which could mean a lot of things when you're buying a home or selling a home. What is an inspection? An inspection is when a guy comes to your home, he checks out everything. He gives you a big booklet of everything that's wrong with the home. There's light bulb that's out, blah, blah, blah. But they check everything, the roof, they check the plumbing, electric, everything, and they want to make sure you know what's wrong with the home. That's what an inspection is. You can do it or you can waive it. Your choice, right? It depends on what you're trying to do. Why selling homes are different than selling cars, right? Well, when you sell a home, they see how long you've been on the market. So if you go old on the market, 90 days, they see that. Whereas when it's a car, as long as 2022 or 2023 cars, the same. The 2023 cars, they all look the same. Homes are all different, every single home. But a 2023 Honda or 2023 Mercedes that's a certain model is the same as the other 2023 Mercedes that's the same model. But in homes, it's not like that because they actually see how long this specific home's been on the market. Whereas cars, you don't see that. You just know it's 2023 and that's it. As long as 2023 car, doesn't matter if you buy it in January or February, it should be the same price. So why get pre-approved? Well, if you don't have a pre-approval, first of all, some properties you won't be able to look at. Second of all, even if you can look at it, you won't get it. And if you do get it, you're gonna lose thousands of dollars. Because the number one principle in getting a home for the best deal you can get it is getting in there on day zero when it hits the market. Get the offer in first before day 9, 10 comes around, everybody gets in it. Get pre-approved first. Plus, if you're not pre-approved, how do you know what you can and can't afford? Right? You don't know. You might not be ready to buy a home yet. You don't get pre-approved. Now you're going out looking at homes, look at 20 homes, and you try to get pre-approved, then you can't. Now you gotta wait a whole year to get pre-approved again. That's not good for me and not good for you. So definitely get pre-approved before we look at homes, okay? Why work with an agent instead of selling it yourself? Yeah, you can sell it yourself and save the commission, but the problem is only 2% of the homes on the market are for sale by owner. The other 98% are listed and sold by real estate agents. A lot of for sale by owners don't end up selling on their home, they end up getting an agent. A lot of for sale by owners, when they do sell, they sell for less money. According to the National Association of Realtors, a for sale by owner gets anywhere between 9 and 17% less than they would have gotten had they had an agent like me marketing the property. That's not worth it. 9 to 17% less, that means I could have charged you 8% and you still would have made more money with me rather than selling it on your own. Meaning if you sold your property for $1 million, I could have got you 9% more. If you sold your property for $900,000, I could have got you 9% more. Either way, it doesn't make any sense. You're working and you're losing money at the same time. Why would you want to work and lose money at the same time? So why do I require a buyer's representation agreement? It's simple. First of all, it doesn't cost you anything. The money I'm going to get is coming from the seller. And if it does cost you indirectly, that's going to cost you regardless if you use me or not, right? Number one. Number two, I don't want to do all the work and this agent just takes my commission. Not fair to me. I'm getting you in there on day zero. I'm going to show you properties as soon as they hit the market. In addition, I want to negotiate the best price for you. So if I do this, we work together, I want to know that we're going to work together through the whole process. I don't want to work with you for 2 months and then you go with some other agent. No bueno para mí. Why is sitting on the market a problem? It's like this. If you see a home and it's been on the market for 100 days, what are you going to think? What's wrong with it? You're also going to think this seller will probably take anything to get rid of it. So you're going to give what kind of offer? Low ball offer, because it's been on the market for 100 days. Or if it just hit the market, you're like, everything is hot, everything's selling in 2 weeks, we need to put a competitive offer. You don't want to be sitting on the market. Think about it like a car, right? Which is not like a car, but it's only similar like this. 2023 car, about to come out next month with 10 miles on it. You're gonna pay more for that car than a 2022 car with 10 miles on it that's here today. In fact, if they're gonna try to charge you full price today for a 2022 car, and you know 2023 cars coming out next month, you're gonna decline and wait for the 2023 car, right? Exactly. If you have two cars, one's 2023, one's 2022, they both have 10 miles, and you gotta resell, which one will you get the most money? 2023. Exactly. So if you want to get the most money for your home, you want to be the 2023 car, not the 2022 car. So a couple ways to sell a home. Number one, you can wait. You can wait for the buyer to just walk in. Number two, you could wait for an agent to bring a buyer to you. Number three, you can go find the buyer. Number four, you can promote to other agents so they bring us a buyer. I do 3 and 4. I don't just wait, I actively make it happen. So why work with me instead of other agents? Number one, if you're selling your home, I'm gonna get you the most money, and I'll do it fast. I have 106 list price to close price ratio. Number two, most agents, they're passive. I'm not a passive agent, I'm an active agent. Meaning when you sign a contract with me, I will spend my time actively marketing your home to the other active agents and active buyers in town. Isn't that what you want? You want someone who will work actively and aggressively to get your home sold, or to get you into the new home, or to help you buy that investment property, right? If that's the case, that's why you want to work with me, because at the end of the day, I'm going to save you money, I'm going to save you time, and I'm going to get you exactly what you want in the time you want.